I put it on. Hello, welcome. We're back. Welcome.
Hey everyone.
How's everybody doing? Welcome to the Seekers Chronicles Paranormal Historians, and where history meets the paranormal. And we're back to talk. I got my two hosts with me here, Anthony and Kimm.
Hey. Hi, everyone.
So, we'll start with Jenny. I know Jenny had a big weekend, and then we'll get to you, Kimm, with your whatever, with the moons and stars.
With your whatever.
With the whatever.
Your history, hey, whatever. So,
I love it.
Jenny, I know you went to this place. Talk.
I did. Again, we went back to this place. The three of us have all been here to this place.
Yes. Well, I've been there multiple times. Yep.
Yes. It is Anthony's favorite name, Frelinghuysen Mansion and Arboretum in Morristown, New Jersey. Had an investigation there. Went unbelievably well. You never know what you're going to get, right? But we got a lot. And it was really good. We were there with full ladies from Full Moon Paranormal out of New York. And Christina Westervelt was with us. And Richard Moschella.
Richard. Okay.
Nice.
So, what was going on the third floor there?
Oh, the third floor. Yes.
It's a delay.
Crazy. Well, I always felt like the third floor was really active. That's where the servants' quarters was. Just lots of little rooms, off of a hallway, small rooms off of a hallway. And last time we were there, it was pretty nuts. Like we played our recorder back and there was like this loud scream, like craziness. But this time, both Lisa and I found out later, caught an amazing shadow figure. One of the best I've seen. One of the only that I've seen that I really thought was
that is wild.
Was worth I mean, we tried everything. I think we took about an hour trying to debunk this. We put real life people there. We put things to make shadows, everything. But if you can really see close up, I mean, it really is kind of almost see-through in parts, against the paneling there and stuff, the window. You can almost see through it. Which is wild. So if you can't see it, if anybody's looking at it, you can't see it, just to that left-hand window, there's a figure standing in front of it and into the hallway.
You can see, and it's blocking the divider between the two rooms. You can see it's like you can see it comes down 2 shoulders and then the arms coming down. And then on the divider on the bottom on the right-hand side, you can see like a hand, like an arm stopping and then the body continuing, like it's an arm on the side.
Yeah.
It's a great catch.
Yeah, and I also see what looks like wants to be a hat or an ear, but I see it kind of on both sides. But this is the area upstairs there where we've heard whistles. They've reported hearing whistles. They've reported getting touched. So the upstairs was also offices for a long time. They were the Morris County offices were housed up in this area. But I definitely would be in this area. Would be this man in this area for sure.
It's an amazing photo. And right where that figure is standing, we had put a REM pod last time. I don't use REM pods really myself so much, but it was that was the only one. It just kept going off as if someone was going in and out of the room. And it does look like someone's kind of peeking out the room. The one ear that you said is an ear is actually a latch on the window. We did debunk that.
Oh. But on the other side, I can kind of see it.
I can see on the other side.
On the other side, I can kind of see it in front of the divider. I see just a little bit of shadow coming out on the other side of the head area. But
I agree.
I thought it was like one of those fedora type hats. Fedora.
Yes.
Yeah, I thought that, but I think that's the latch. I'm pretty sure because I said hat right away, but then we realized that's
why would there be a latch
on the
there?
window.
It's a 3-panel window? Because if you say it's a 3-panel window, that would be like the one on the right where the latch is on that bottom level. Do you see that?
I don't know. We went back, obviously, like we did a lot of work, so we went back and like looked at it.
You guys were there, so you guys could see things that
either way.
You can't see.
So did you see it with your eyes or just with that camera? What kind of camera is that?
Yeah, both of us got it on the iPhone camera.
That's an iPhone camera?
Yeah, and then we took many, many pictures of that hallway, and it was the only time. Like we took several in a row.
Yeah.
I mean, I took stuff on iPhone cameras. I had an iPhone back, and I got some really good evidence on that, and that was back like 15 years ago when they first when the iPhones first came out.
Yeah, we were just taking pictures, around the whole place.
Yeah, the only reason why I asked because it looked like one of the UV cameras. You know what I mean? Like the not infrared cameras, but
it looks like a full spectrum, which is pink.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. So that's why I asked if it was with that or if it was with a regular camera. So that's amazing. It was with a regular camera.
I know. Yeah. We were you get that, chill when you see it. But then, of course, I was like, all right, now I want to go down there by myself, and
I would be sitting up there. I would have no choice. If I want to sit up there, I'm going to have to sit up there. Just sit there and everybody would run away and I'd be stuck there by myself.
Well,
anyway, thanks
if you want to go, there is a public investigation there that you guys that anybody is going to join.
I was supposed to be here this time, but things happened. I didn't have a car to get out to Jersey, and it's not a walking distance for me.
No.
It's not. I can't even take a bus or nothing out there. If I had a helicopter, I could make it.
I know. I was like, get a train, something. Let me pick you up.
Yeah.
But anyway,
it's like 4 trains to get just out of the city. From my house to get into the city, and then I got trains to go. And it's like, I'd be on the train all day.
Pretty cool. Well, before I forget, can you guys all say happy birthday to my daughter? Her birthday is tomorrow, and she's going to watch this. So,
of course, happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Alina.
Happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
Happy birthday to you.
Appreciate it. She'll be happy to hear that.
So, okay. So,
Kim,
you got some updates. You got some cool stuff coming on. I'm talking about right now.
Well, I don't know if it's really cool, but it's definitely something to keep an eye on. So not only do I keep an eye on like the planets and whatever. Anyway, there's going to be a comet coming around April 4th. That's interesting. And it's supposed to be a really, really bright and beautiful one. So that always brings omens with it, April 4th around that time. But, so sometimes like world events or like major geologic events will show up in my dreams. Don't ask. It just happens. So I would say like 2 or 3 months ago, I had a dream of a volcano erupting. It wasn't the first volcano I had a dream of recently, but it was one of them. And in the dream, I knew it was Campi Flegrei. I knew it was Campi Flegrei in Italy. And if you know anything about Campi Flegrei in Italy, it's a huge super volcano just outside of Naples. It's right by Pompeii. It's kind of in that same Vesuvius area as well. And so this area has been having some extreme activity and increasing activity since 2020. And it's been exponentially increasing. The whole ground is coming up. So where there used to be like areas to dock your boats to the town, you can't anymore. It's completely like elevated feet above the water.
Wow.
So this area just had a 6.0 earthquake. So exactly. So they're really watching this area and they believe that it is moving towards an eruption. They don't know when at this point, but I mean, there's millions and millions of people who live in that area. And why I thought this was interesting to bring up because, it's our Italian roots, right? My genetics come right. And I'm Naples. So I'm from Naples. My family is from Naples. So
Napolitano.
And I'm from Amsterdam, Italy.
Yeah. Amsterdam, Italy. I know that one.
That's the other part of Sicily that nobody talks
not
about.
Italian. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. Just thought that was interesting. Something to keep an eye on. I don't know if it does have a super eruption. I mean, it would be obviously devastating to the whole European area and the Middle East. So keeping an eye on that. That's my update for today.
Okay, update. Thank you for scaring the shit out of us now.
You're welcome. That's what I'm here for. That's what I'm here
thank
for.
You. That was cool. That's very cool to learn.
Not afraid of ghosts, afraid of volcanoes.
Yeah. I think we've had enough natural disasters.
Ghosts are not going to, I mean, I'm not afraid of ghosts, but if a volcano happens in the middle of Queens and starts, I think yes.
Yeah. We don't mess with that.
I don't want to be found. I don't want to be found like thousands of years later, where somebody's digging the ground. They find me frozen and
holding a cannoli.
You're holding a cannoli. Drink time. Holding a cannoli.
This one's got an energy drink and a cannoli in its hand.
Just as a reminder, drinking game on this show, when we say the word cannoli, we all drink whatever you got.
Yeah, whatever you got.
Hopefully it's better than what I got.
Yeah, well, I got coffee and I eat no power drinks because I've been trying to. I've been fasting 16 hours a day. I've been doing it for like 5 weeks now.
Okay, but no power drinks makes me happy because, oof.
Yeah, because I don't shut the hell up. I know.
Because Kim and I are like, ooh.
Need your head to break.
So,
love it. We have a guest. We have
a great guest tonight.
We're at 11 minutes already.
We met him at what do you call it? The
What do you call it? Bucks
County? Power Jam last year. So
and the Power Jam.
Yeah, the Power Jam last year. That was great at Gettysburg, the orphanage. So, okay, Jenny, have the honors.
Yeah, I know. It's been too long already, so I'm just going to bring him right on. Tonight we have our new friend, Tim Deppenhart from Beaver County Paranormal in Pennsylvania.
Hey, what's up, man?
Hi, Tim. Welcome.
What's going on? How you doing?
Good. Welcome. He's like, what did I get myself into?
What the hell?
Into an excellent 2 hours.
Yeah, he's like, okay, shut up already. Let me get on. I want to get out of here. Yeah. So
I love it.
How are you doing? Like I said, we met you at the Power Jam last year, which we thought was, I enjoyed it. I'm going back again this year. And so.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. We'll have
we won't make it this year. We got some other things we got to take care of. But I'll definitely go back next year. I'm glad he made it in August, though, but still just not a good time for me to go.
Yeah. August is a little hard for me, too, because I do a lot of – I got a place in Pennsylvania, too. I got it in the Poconos. And, we spend a lot of time out there. And usually, that weekend is one of the weekends we spend out there. So I'm going to be in Gettysburg at the thing. Plus, we're staying at the Tilly Pierce house this year. So
we are.
Yeah, the Tilly Pearson.
What room are you staying in?
Huh? What room?
Yeah, do you know what room you're staying in yet?
They didn't tell me yet. I guess when I get there, they'll let me know the room.
We stayed in there and did some investigating. The lady let us in broad daylight. I had a camera running all night or all day, and just hit record. And I left, went out and did my daytime stuff. When we come back, I come home, watched it. We got a perfect voice. In our room, and there was nobody in our room. It wasn't muffled like it was outside. It was in our room.
Which room were you in? At the end of the hall? Or?
Yeah, now I got to ask for it.
Yeah. When you go upstairs, so you get to the top of the steps, there's two rooms, like off the left and off to the right. We were on the left.
Okay. Yeah. Because I stayed there quite a few times, and actually back in 2009, I was there with my brother, and it was like me, my brother, my son. And we had the room with the three beds. I don't know the names of the rooms. And it was a different owner at the time. And I got woken up in the middle of the night, and I opened the door, and a girl, I seen a woman running towards into the room, and I seen a man then in the hall. And I actually drew that what I see in the girl. My brother thought it was nuts because I just went, I started drawing. It's like really quick. And he goes, "What are you doing? You okay? You okay?" I'm fine. And then I drew the picture of the girl. So I had a picture all those years. Last year, I entered into an art show. I got honorary mention in the art show for a picture of the Tilly Pierce girl. Sarah is the name I got too because I'm sensitive. So, yeah,
nice.
The name's Sarah.
How many stairs left? That'll be for me. I'll fight you for it, Anthony.
Sarah came from the room at the end of the hall where he was.
Oh,
she came out of that room, came down.
Oh wow!
I'm just kidding. They're all good.
I've been there a couple times. I love that place.
Tim, was the voice a male voice or a female voice or child? Or could
it was a woman. It was a woman.
It was a woman's voice.
Yeah, and it was like she was calling out for her. She's like, Linda. We have it on our Facebook page. We actually kept it on our Facebook page. It was the most clear thing ever. And a lady used to be there. Her name was Lydia, but it definitely says Linda.
Huh. Yeah. Interesting. Now I got to go check it out because I love the voice. These guys know I love the voice.
I love that. I love that place. It's one of my favorites at Gettysburg to stay. And I was there the one night. I checked in. I got there, and the woman goes, "Oh, you're the only one that's staying in house." I stayed there for 2 nights by myself. Wow. In the room over to the right up the stairs. And of course, I had stuff all over the place. And at nighttime, the doors shut and everything. I'm like, I'm here by myself. So it was crazy. I put a rosary on my doorknob because I want to sleep. It was crazy. Yeah. I like that place. So.
Is it a bed and breakfast?
Yeah.
Nice.
B&B.
I love bed and
we're excited.
Yeah, we're excited to go there again.
Something different this year for Gettysburg. But yeah, the Parajam was great. It was really, really a lot of fun. It was a nice day. Yeah. That was at the orphanage for everybody watching in Gettysburg.
Gettysburg Orphanage there, where a lot of bad things happen to children and stuff like that. That was crazy.
They did a nice job though.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, for the first one, that was a really good job. They did. They really did. They put a lot of work into it.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that was crazy. That was a good time. So you build equipment. First, what started you with the paranormal? Was it experience or or you came into it later on in life or young in life or?
When I was about 6 years old, 5, 6 years old, I lived in a little town called Millville. And it was a 5-bedroom house, brothers and sisters and my mom. And my stepdad, this is way back, he worked for B&O Railroad, and he'd be gone for a month at a time. And I was in my mom's room sleeping on the bed, and I kept hearing this like loud banging noise. I got scared. I called my mom. She come up the steps. She was in the living room watching TV. Turns the light on. All the drawers and everything else were open. She gets okay. She closed all the drawers and everything else. She goes, go back to sleep. She goes to leave. She leaves the door cracked open and left the hall light on. So I laid back down, and I don't know how much time longer. I start hearing it again. I yell for my mom again. She comes up, turns the light on. All the drawers were open.
Oh wow!
And I freaked out. Whatever. I didn't know what was going on. She picked me up, carried me. I went downstairs. I fell asleep, and then she put me in my bed. But as time went on, I found out through my older brothers and sisters and my mom and my stepdad that our house was haunted. And I didn't know that. Like the time my mom was laying on the couch with her face in the back of the couch, she felt 2 hands on her side, and she started hearing the Lord's Prayer. And she spun around real fast. Nobody was there. And then I found out later, like this might have like an order there telling me stuff. They didn't want to scare me. And then my stepdad, when he'd be home, he would he'd be looking at the mirror, like they had the mustaches, they had their little combs in their pockets. He was like fixed his mustache. You can see a lady behind him. He'd turn around and she wouldn't be there. And it ended up being his aunt. They figured it out.
I literally was going to say it sounds like family. Yeah.
Yeah, but then what's really weird is as I was older, I realized what was going on. Everything else, nothing would happen when he was out of town. So when he was back in town, it would happen. It was pretty neat. So I kind of like was into it like that, and we ran around cemeteries when we were younger. I kind of backed out a little bit. And then I went down 20 plus years ago. I did the public investigation down at Moundsville Prison in West Virginia. Love that. And a door slammed in my face. And the only thing I had, like Anthony, like we were saying earlier, back then equipment, there wasn't that much equipment. Mm-hmm. I mean, I had a little recorder, a K2 meter, which was like the biggest thing around, and a camera. Right. And so we played with that. And then as years went on, I wanted to boost this up more. So about 10 years ago, I started pushing harder, and we started the Beaver County Paranormal. And then now we go to Ohio, West Virginia, Pennsylvania, and we did New York up at the Hinsdale House. So we have a team of 10 people, and we, whoever can make it, we go and try to find out.
Yeah.
Where's Beaver County?
It's way western PA. We like border Ohio, East Liverpool, Ohio.
Do you do investigations in Ohio? Asking for a friend.
No, actually, we do most of our investigations in Ohio.
Okay.
Believe it or not.
There.
But,
Ohio is.
Unfortunately, some places people are seeing the money you can make, and now Pennsylvania's open and back up. And we're getting more places, but a lot of them are in Ohio, and we have a lot of stuff. If anybody's looking for places to go in Ohio, if you go on our Facebook page, I put on there, like, I put a little skit up there. I put location. I put, what it is. Like, if we go to the Bel Air House, we go, Beale, like we're going to Beale Manor this Friday overnight. But I put on there so people can see the place we've been to see if it's good for them. They can look it up and see the prices and stuff.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
I have a few questions about your growing up experiences in the house, actually. That house was in Pennsylvania as well?
Yes, right outside of Pittsburgh.
Yeah, nice. And the reason why I actually, as you were telling the story, I was like, oh, this does sound like family. And it was because to me, it sounded like they were looking for something in those drawers. Obviously they're opening them looking for something. And it actually made me wonder if those drawers or that drawer set, that dresser set could have been, I don't know if it was the aunts or it was a family members or it was on your stepdad's side, but that was really interesting. I was just like, oh, they know this and they're looking for something, or they want to show you something in there. That's kind of what came up to me there. What was it? Oh, so the other question. So you said you have siblings, right?
Yes.
Did any of them continue with the paranormal or get the paranormal bug?
No, just me.
Just you.
Yeah.
Do they believe? None of them believe, or they're just too scared, or they're like, what are you doing, Tim?
Well, I mean, my brother, he makes fun of me all the time. He's 2 years older than me. He makes fun of me all the time. And
what big brothers do.
Yeah. But he's bigger than me, so I have to take it. No, but it's like my people like follow along it, like they follow, look at my videos and everything else. But like my brother, he just says, like, when you pass, you go up or down. There's no in between. I think there's like a purgatory. I actually believe that you have to do something or complete something before you go up or down. Well, I mean, nobody knows the truth. That's why we're all out here doing this. I mean, nobody's an expert. Nobody's a professional, because we're all learning. I mean, it's no matter what happens, we're learning.
Yeah.
Amen.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter how many years you're in it. You always learn something new.
Yep.
I know when I go out, I can learn. Doesn't matter if you're just the people getting just into it. You could get just they'll do something. You're like, that might be cool. Maybe I'll try something like that. It doesn't matter. You always learn something new. And you're always learning with this thing. And not only that, you're learning. You're across things that, in the past, like equipment and stuff that everybody uses, and all of a sudden, it's like, that doesn't really make sense. And then nobody uses it now, but you start seeing what equipment what you need, and when you go to certain locations, you find that you come to yourself, like, if you're on the woods, you bring certain equipment. If you're in somebody's house, personal, you bring some. If you're in a big location, like a historic location, like a prison or a hospital or something, you know what to bring. So you actually start learning from others, like seeing what they have. So, I mean, yeah, we're always learning. It doesn't matter how many years you're doing this. And anybody, like you said, anybody thinks they're professional in it. I don't care, even when you're on TV. It doesn't make you professional in it.
Yeah.
And we like our team likes to team up with some people. Like we team up with Alone in the Dark Paranormal, P&L, and other Future Ghost Paranormal. We team up with all them just to learn from each other. It's like one big team. We have to we got to figure this out somehow, and we can't do it alone. You have to have help from other people, like other ideas, other ways. And so that's what I try to do. I try to team up with other people also.
Love that. And on your team, Tim, do you have people from different backgrounds?
They all do different stuff, but like not different backgrounds.
Okay.
It's all like
a police officer, a teacher, you know what I mean? Like sometimes that helps, I think, having different.
Well, yeah, they're all. We have somebody works in retail, somebody works at a prison. Me, I'm a police officer. We have people work at a courthouse. Everything's different. Yeah, it's a stay-home mom. we have all different people that do it. It's just trying to get everybody together at one time is pretty rough.
Sure, but it's good that you have different backgrounds.
I think it brings really different ways of people looking at things.
Yeah.
Also, in an investigation, anything you do can bring something to the investigation. Doesn't matter what you do. A mother that's at home and dealing with people, she knows how to deal with people. So when it comes to spirit, she knows how to deal with a person that crossed over. That's still a person. Because we're the spirits over there. They were once alive, so she knows how to deal with people like that. She knows how to deal with live people. That's why I always say you have to learn to live with the living before you could go and investigate the dead. You have to understand the way to investigate through the living.
Yep, exactly.
You have to understand people's where they are, their personalities and feelings and stuff like that. So everybody has their own little thing. It doesn't matter what you are. I noticed a lot of police officers are in this.
A lot.
I have a lot of friends that are police officers that are in paranormal. And I was like, every time I'm a police officer, I'm like, you're another one I know. There's a bunch of people that we know. So that's very interesting. That I don't know if it's a profession.
Yeah.
And also a lot of nurses I've been coming across too.
Yeah. But, another thing too is what you said, Anthony, is when people, like you said, talk like living people and stuff like that, I always tell people when they come with us, try to talk to the spirits like they're still living. Show them respect and everything else, because they were people at one time. Don't go run in there saying where the F you at and where's it just show respect. That's right. And because they can do more to us than we can to them. But it's you got to show respect.
That's right.
Of course, of course.
And you go in with respect and you show them respect. And I find out that when you go in with a positive attitude and you're talking to them, we get more evidence that way. You get real evidence, not something screaming for like 5 minutes and then there's nothing for the rest of the night. You'll get I always find out that we get more evidence, EVPs, something on a camera maybe moving, or still picture, because I've been telling everybody too, I don't consider myself as a paranormal investigator. I'm a supernatural spectator, because spirits give you what they want. It doesn't matter. You could be everybody out there saying, "Oh, they come to me." Yeah, they come to you, but they only give you what they want you to know, or what they want to share with you. They're not going to do nothing else. So we're spectators in this. It's like a spectator sport. We're sitting back and just receiving what they want to give us. So we're spectators in this field now. That's it took me this long to realize that. We're just spectators. So.
Yeah, it's like the witness state.
Yeah, we're in their world. We go into their world.
Witnessing and recording. Honestly, it is kind of like a police officer, right? You said you record events. You're trying to be a non-biased person and witnessing and recording what's going on. That's interesting. I hadn't put those two together.
Yeah.
And I tell a lot of people too, it's my little motto is paranormal investigating is like fishing. Sometimes you catch a lot, sometimes you catch nothing.
That's exactly what I say too.
I love that analogy.
We'll go to places.
I've heard that. I love it.
Yeah, we'll go to places like and for hours and absolutely nothing happens. You're like, oh my gosh, I'm falling. It's like, throw me down the steps, do something, please, because I want to get some action. But once it starts up, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah. And you're right with that. I always said that with paranormal investigating, it's you sit there for hours and hours. People think that on YouTube on the YouTube channels and on TV, they show, oh look, they got something, but they're there 3-4 days.
Yeah.
Just to get that little piece of evidence. They're there 3-4 days. So it's not as fast as everybody thinks. And, some people won't get into it if they know they got to sit there. They think they're going to walk in with their K2. Hey, look, it's lit. It doesn't mean there's a spirit there. It's something else going on. So, yeah.
It's not
everybody wants evidence right away.
Yeah. Tim, I have a question for you, Tim, because we've had Ohio should be on our bingo card.
We were joking about the bingo card. We should explain that to Tim really quick.
Oh, sure. So there's like some things on our show, and we've had people from all over the country on our show. And there's just some things that always come up. And Ohio is one of the states that always comes up with severely haunted really active, borderline dangerous locations almost. So I don't know if you have any insights onto this, having directly investigated a lot of Ohio locations, or if you've experienced that as well compared to PA.
We have gotten more. Well, in PA, Gettysburg, we always get something. That place is extremely, extremely active.
Paranormal.
Yeah, Ohio is very active. I don't know why. But I don't understand. I mean, I have never seen anything or felt anything demonic or bad. And I've done lots and lots of investigations. So I go find wood to knock on. But we have had teammates they got sick. One followed one of our guys home. He resaged himself, and he's okay now. A funny story of the Wandle Museum in Ohio. My girlfriend. We were like 8 of us there, and we're on this big room, and we're sitting there, and she always wears a hoodie. It don't matter. We go to Outer Banks. She'll take her hoodie with her. She's always cold. Well, we're up in this room, and everybody leaves me. So I'm all by myself in this room, and I'm like sitting there talking. I hear footsteps. I'm like, oh, so I turn around, but then I see a flashlight coming, and it was my girlfriend. And I'm like, Jules, I said, what's up? She's like, nothing. Like, real ignorant. I'm like, oh, you okay? She's like, I'm fine. Like, real crappy with me. I'm like, what'd I do? I went by myself. So she gets down the steps. I'm like, something's not right with her. So I get on the steps, and I'm looking for her. I can't find her. Well, I see under the door of the women's room, the light's on. So I knew she was in there. So I go out and change my batteries on my camera, and she comes out, and she's pure white and sweating real bad. She's like, I almost passed out. I said, what happened to you? I got really sick, and I started seeing black spots. I said, well, come outside. So we went outside. She got some air, and then she felt fine. So later on the night, we go back up there, and we go up in this room. It's like a poker room. The Wandle Museum, I'm sorry, I should tell you, is an old train station that when the trains would come down the tracks, they would stop. The conductors would get off. Fresh guys would get on and continue on with the ride. And that's where they hung out. They had like a bowling alley, a diner there. All the guys that drank and smoked cigars and did all kinds of just guy stuff there until they got to come back. Well, we go up in the poker room. And I go walking in, there's a poker table, some chips, and people throw like some change out on there for them and try to communicate with them. Well, my girlfriend was walking in. As soon as she walked in, she grabs my arm and says, I'm going to pass out again. This is the same room. So I said, go out in the hallway. So she goes out in the hallway. And I said, how do you feel now? She's like, I feel fine. I said, well, come on back in. So she goes back in. She's like, I'm not feeling good again. I was like, just go outside. So something was making her sick in there. Well, then the other girl, this girl Pam, she was with us. She's like, I'm starting to get really sick now too.
Yeah.
So she goes out in the hallway.
Only women. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we didn't know that. And me and Lou were, and I'm like, Lou, how do you feel? He's like, I feel fine. I said, yeah, me too. Well, the end of the night, we get downstairs, and they have a security guy there because it's actually an active. They still use it as a museum and stuff. And somebody has to be in there, but he sits downstairs, and if we have any questions, so I get out and I ask him, does anybody ever get sick? He's, yeah, people get sick up on the top floor or whatever. I said, yeah, my girlfriend went in that room. He starts laughing. He goes, that's the guys' room where they drink, they smoke cigars, they talk about women and their wives and everything else. He goes, they don't like women in that room. He goes, that happens all the time. Females go in there and get sick. And he didn't. I mean, I just told him we went upstairs, and he exactly what he said happened. That was pretty interesting.
Yeah, that makes total sense. Yep.
Yeah, sure. I mean, at the time you probably didn't, but afterward you thought about it, right? And you're like, okay, all the women got sick.
Yeah, I never even thought about it. I did, and then I said we went down and we asked them. I said, "Oh, that makes sense because guys don't want girls in there; they want to talk about girls."
Mm-hmm.
Right.
It was pretty interesting.
Yeah. Right.
We want to go back because I want to go back in here to see what happens. I'm just curious. I'm just if it happens again, and that's like really good evidence.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd be curious too because they were all getting physically affected. I would be curious. I mean, you could do an experiment with that if you have a woman who's willing to be the bait a little bit. And you could set up a whole ring of lights around them, a whole thing, and have a K2 or millimeter in their hand because it almost feels like there's somebody coming over the back or something, almost because I don't know. I feel like they are being very affected by them. Like I can feel that from what you're describing. So I don't know if somebody's willing to be bait there. That would be interesting. I would be willing.
Ghost bait.
I would be willing.
Yeah, we're definitely going to go back there this year. We're going to try that.
Yeah.
We'll get Kim. We'll head out to Ohio. And we'll give you Kim for the day.
Yeah. Kim's the ghost bait.
I have been to Ohio. I've been to Ohio twice. I've been to Columbus and I've been to Findlay, the college, Findlay, wherever that is. I'm not quite sure where it is. But yeah, I have been to Ohio. It was very flat. A lot of corn.
Yeah.
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 But we do talk about Ohio being particularly haunted, and we had different theories about it. And we have a friend, Al, who lives in Ohio, who has experienced so many hauntings there. And we were talking about it with him, thinking, is it like a Native American thing? Is it like a land-based thing? Or is it just that Ohio happens to have a lot of haunted locations? Who knows?
Mm.
Yeah, I'm not sure because if we had like in Pennsylvania a lot more places, we'd probably get a lot more stuff. We would know more. I just think Ohio's just more open to it. That's why everybody goes there because we get a lot of stuff. But I know like the Bel Air house and the Ross house, which are two good places, in Bel Air, Ohio, they have they had a major flood there and people passed away, and they had the mines collapsed, whatever else, and killed a bunch of miners. So they have a lot of stuff there. And there's I think Cindy, the owner of the Ross house, I think she said there's an Indian burial ground too down there. It's a big mound down that way. So there's a lot of stuff down in that area. I don't know if it's everywhere in Ohio, but I know in that area it's really a lot of stuff like that.
Right. And you make a good point. Like as a scientist, I love that explanation. It just happens to be that there are more places open, to the paranormal. I mean, great answer, Yeah. Sometimes it's not that complicated. It's just that more places are like, hey, come on in, investigate.
I know in the city over here in Manhattan and Queens and all that, nobody's really open to it unless you got a TV show, and then they'll let you come in. I mean, but we got so much stuff. I mean, up and down, like Italy, little Italy, and of course, all that was one time, like Italy and the towers and everything. That was all part of the 5 Point from the movie. That was real, and the gangs and everything, and there was riots there and stuff like that. But they're not open to a lot of that stuff, to go down there and to say, hey, let's go and do an investigation. I wish there were more,
right?
More now. So you're right. Maybe because they're open, that's why we're getting more.
Yeah.
There's some states are not going to let you go in and say, hey, my place is haunted. It's a lot of places don't want that. That was a good point.
True.
Very good point. So,
Tim, what has been your most profound paranormal experience on an investigation?
Well, I actually seen in all my hundreds of investigations, I've actually seen 2 real apparitions that looked real as you guys. And they're, believe it or not, they're both in Gettysburg at different times.
Wow.
Oh, interesting. Okay, can you tell us about them, or would you be willing to tell us about them?
Oh yeah. I tell a story because it was amazing. Years ago, we were in the Jenny Wade house. You guys know Jenny Wade house?
Of course.
She was the only one. Well, we went there and we have our shirts on, stuff like that. And I talked to the tour guides. I've done that tour probably 20 sometimes. And I just go in just because I like it and I like to take my machines. And I asked them, I said, listen, he had a couple other families with us. And I said, do you mind if we stay back a little bit just to play around a little bit and everything else? And the guy was like, yeah, I don't care. Cause they kind of like not know us here, but they kind of know us, if that makes sense.
Right.
And he said, but when the next group comes, just stay ahead of them. Don't interfere with them, which I respect that. Well, we went up the steps from where the room she was shot in. We went up the steps into that little room right there, and we stopped. And the rest of the group went forward. They went through the wall, and they were on the other side over there. And we're in that little room talking, and I looked on, and right next to my buddy Steve, I see this little kid. He like looks up at me. He's looking at me, and I'm like, hey. And he put his hand up, and he ran like around him. They could get around him. And I was like, hey, what are you doing? You know, because I'm like, we're trying to do something here. Go back with your family, you know?
Right.
And Steve and Abe, they're all like, who are you talking to? Like, there's a freaking kid right there. I mean, it was crazy. We took pictures and I got nothing. But on the side of the chain, it was swinging really, really, really hard. It wasn't from like, we didn't bump it or nothing like that. It was swinging really hard. So we got to the end of the tour, and I asked that guy, I said, something really weird just happened. I said, how many spirits do you think are in this building? He said, there's some people say 5, some people say 6. He goes, but the most popular one, this little boy, he runs in between all the people as we're sitting there. And I'm like, time out a minute. I said, hold on. I said, is he wearing, is this how real it was? I said, is he wearing dirty wool pants? He had a white long sleeve shirt on, the collar hung down real low, and then he had a long sleeve on it, and the collar hung real low. So he put his hand up to go around him. I saw it dangling down. And they say a bowl cut. He had a haircut going straight right around his head. And he started laughing. He goes, you saw him. You know what I mean? He goes, very few people have seen him. You actually seen him. He goes, he likes to run around the people, and he goes, he grabs that chain, he swings on the chain. And that's what gave us the bigger chills. We're like, we all saw that chain swinging hard, and none of us touched it. So that was the most craziest thing I've ever seen. And I'll tell, like, I'm getting goosebumps still right now.
Yeah,
My hair sticks up because it was,
that's
I
amazing.
mean, it was only like 2 or 3 seconds, but I'm just like looking, I'm like, hey, go with your family. He looks at me, put his hand up, like he pushed to go, like try to run around, like hide behind my buddy, but he disappeared.
I've seen that chain swing also. I've been to Jenny Wade house quite a few times, and I seen that chain swing. And doing an investigation up there, I had a camera, and back then, because I'm talking about 2008, 2009, something like that. And back then we just had the cameras, the digital cameras, they're just coming out, and a lot of them were film and stuff. But I had one of the cameras hanging from my wrist, just dangling, and I was taking pictures with another camera. I went to take a picture of the other camera, and the camera on my wrist went off by itself. I got a picture on there by the bed upstairs. When you come out, you go through the wall and you get in Jenny Wade, and you got the one bedroom, then you walk, and there's another bedroom on the other side, right next to it.
Yeah.
And like a kid. It looked like a little kid like this hiding behind the bed. And he was like, just like this. But the camera went off by itself. And that was crazy. Yeah. That child's been there. Because Jenny Wade's known to feed those kids for the orphanage. And they used to come over to get food from her.
Yeah, they always came down. Yes, I think she made them bread and stuff like that so they could eat.
Yeah.
She took care of a lot of the kids there. So that's why you always see kids living, in that area.
Gosh,
So
and that would make sense, Tim. I mean, you saw it so clearly. I mean, that would make sense with the orphanage kids, or because that shirt sounds like it was too big for him. Like it was like a hand-me-down or somebody else's shirt that he was wearing. That's incredible.
Yeah, and as I said, it looked, I actually thought it was a real kid with the family in front of us just walking around. I was about to say, hey, go with your family. That's how real it looked.
Yeah. I've told this story before, but I know exactly what you're talking about when the apparition looks so real that you literally think you don't even question it. It's just so real in front of you that it doesn't even make sense that it wouldn't be a person. So I know what you're talking about. And that's not the case all the time. I mean, sometimes it's just a half a person or just a head or a hand or something like that. But yeah, when they show up like that and that full apparition where you're just like, it's a person. That's it. Right. You don't even question it.
Yep. I think that's a thing that people think that all apparitions are like these see-through things, right? Like are these, like on TV, like on movies, right? Like Ghostbusters ghost, or whatever.
Or they're all like the white woman or the shadow.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And they're not all like that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And Tim, the only time I think I've ever seen one is exactly like that. And what happens is they do something that's like, in my case, if he got into an elevator, I turned around and no one was in the elevator. Like, and there was nowhere to go, kind of thing. But it was a person, awesome. A solid person. Yeah. Walked past me, said hello, got in the elevator, and like nowhere to go, turn around, he's gone. And I so I get it. Like, I mean, I think a lot of people think it has to be this transparent, like spooky, like you said, white lady, right? But it makes you wonder, right? But I do think that tends to be brief when they're that solid. Like, I don't think that boy was probably there for 10 minutes. You know what I mean?
No, it was like maybe 2-3 seconds.
I don't know. That's just my theory, but I think they tend to be brief encounters when they're that solid. Like, you're not going to be hanging out in a room with one of them for an hour, kind of thing.
Yeah. No, you're right. Yeah, as I said, I've seen shadow figures, and you only see them for a couple seconds at a time too. Yeah. Stuff like that. But that one, this little boy. I mean, I named him Joey. Because I don't know, it's like that name. I always say I'm gonna go back and see if I can find little Joey. But I love it. Never seen him or heard him since.
That's awesome.
So what was your second apparition?
Yeah.
Satch Bridge. You ever heard of Satch Bridge down in Gettysburg?
Yes.
Yeah. We were driving down from the backside. Me and my daughter. I was coming down the truck, and I was coming up to where the bridge is on the left. There's a little parking spot off on the right, the dirt road. Mm-hmm. And it was like 1:00 in the morning, and I'm going down, and we see a guy walking from the parking lot, just walking. And I'm like, oh man, other people are here. Because sometimes you get on there, and it's like busy as can be. You really can't do anything. Mm-hmm. And it was a weekday too, which we're thinking nobody's going to be here. I see a guy walking. So as I'm pulling in my truck, he like walked past my truck, and I look, I'm like, there's no car here. So I looked in my mirrors, and he was gone. So I grabbed my spotlight out of my truck and jumped out of my truck, ran all the way across. I mean, unless that guy was Usain Bolt, I mean, I ran as fast as I could across her, looking everywhere, and he completely disappeared. Wow. And what caught our attention was, I said it was dark. My daughter says it was, he was wearing all gray, which is Confederate. The weird thing is when he's walking across and we're coming this way, the first thing if you're crossing the street and headlights hit you, the first thing you do is you look up and see what's coming. He kept his head down the whole time, just walked. Didn't look at us at all.
Wow. Yeah.
That is crazy. I
wasn't aware of you at all.
Something like that at Sachs Bridge also. I was on the other side of the bridge, and it was one night, and there was a lot of people on the bridge. And I'm standing on the other side with my video camera, and I'm just panning around. And this guy comes walking behind me, fully dressed in a gray. He was dressed in gray. So I thought it was a reenactment type of guy. And he walked by because I could hear the heels coming towards me. And he had no lights or nothing. He came out of the dark. He walked across the bridge. And you can hear that his heels go click, click on the bridge. Oh, wow. And I'm videotaping over here. But I'm looking, I just turned this way, and he was gone. It was like he walked right by me. And he was dressed in gray too. That is crazy.
Yeah.
You experience the same things I experienced in the same locations.
That might be something residual. He just might keep walking back and forth like a residual type thing.
Yeah, because that's where the Confederates came in. They came in. That's one of the first locations. They came in across that bridge.
Yep. That's correct. Yeah.
Oh, that's
good point,
crazy.
Anthony.
Wow. I mean, I wonder if it was the same
time. By just thinking about the same thing that you and I interact the same things pretty much. Especially at Gettysburg. I've been there quite a few times.
Was it? I wonder if it was at the same time. Do you remember, Tim, what time this was when you experienced it?
What time of day?
Yeah.
It was about 1 a.m. They actually have cameras on each end. I don't know if you guys noticed them cameras up there. And I went to the park rangers. They said it's not theirs. So I went to the local police. They said it's not theirs. It's the county. I went to the county. They said it's not theirs. It's the state police. I just gave up because I wanted to see, like, can you please look at this to see me pull in to see what happened? But I couldn't get it. I really liked those seeing it though.
Yeah.
And,
Anthony, remember
1 o'clock in the morning. Yes.
It was 1 o'clock in the morning when you went to
Well,
Anthony?
I'm getting chills right now just thinking about it.
I would imagine it's the same.
But mine was on a weekend with a lot of people on the bridge, and he still came and he walked. And like I said, he got to the middle of the bridge, and I'm like, my son was with me. I said, Jesse, did you see? He goes, what? And my brother was on the other side of the bridge, and they didn't see anything. He didn't see anything. So the thing got to like the middle, and I didn't see him no more.
That's incredible.
Crazy. Wow. All right.
Gettysburg is like the one place where that's not surprising, right? Like to just look out and see, a full-on figure.
But the same thing. That's great. That's crazy.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry for interrupting you. It's like
those are amazing stories. Those two.
I don't get chilled off.
Also, I'm a little weirded out that nobody's owning the cameras.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like nobody's owning the cameras that are on the bridge.
Like the Department of Transportation or something, or
Parks Department.
Yeah, so I drove all over the county trying to talk to people, but I was getting nowhere. And I'm sure they probably I thought maybe one of them did have access to that and they didn't want to do it because then I'll make a big stink about it. Then I'll have a lot more problems than people down there. Yeah, that's what I think.
Or maybe
because everyone knows it's wanted down there.
Privately, who knows?
Yeah, I mean, it's Gettysburg. They all have to know it's haunted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're in the park after hours, they'll arrest you. So who arrested you?
Oh, yeah.
But who arrested you is part of the same people who have the cameras.
Yeah.
Yeah, but don't go get arrested to find out about the cameras, people.
No. Yeah. I almost got in trouble once on Gettysburg. It was in the daytime. Okay. It was in the daytime. Believe it or not, I was at the wheat field, and some of my team was up top of the wheat field. I go back down to my truck. I open my tailgate up, so I got these big pellet. I have probably $8,000 worth of equipment. Mm-hmm. I pulled them out. I'm getting some other equipment out, and I hear a car pull up next to me and stop. I look over and it says Park Ranger. I'm like, okay. And I turn around, I'm like, what's up, guys? And they're like, what are you doing? I said, I'm up here, just trying to do some investigating, whatever else. He's like, what's that on your tailgate? And I'm like, what? He goes, that piece of equipment. I'm like, there's a lot of equipment on my tail. I don't know which piece you mean. Well, they put the car in park, and there's a guy, an older guy driving, and a younger guy, it looks like a newer guy in the passenger, and they put the car in park, they start getting out. I'm like, oh no. Well, I pull my badge out, you know what I mean? Because I have my weapon on me. I take it everywhere I go. And I said, hey, just so you know, I'm law enforcement. I said, I do have my weapon with me, whatever. Like, we're not worried about that. We're worried about my equipment. And they looked at it and they pointed and they says, it's illegal to have a K2 meter on the battlefield. Believe it or not.
What?
It's illegal. You can have anything else, but a K2 meter is illegal. They consider them relic finders. I have no clue how or why, but they said, yeah, it's a $75 fine, and plus they confiscate it. And of course, I have 3 of them sitting right there. You know what I mean?
Wait a minute. So it's like a metal detector? You can't. I know you can't have that.
That's what they're saying, and I don't know how. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if people open them up and alter them, but they said if you go up, like say this, you go up against a tree, and then you can find where the lead balls in that, or like the bullets in that are, and people start digging the trees out and destroying the trees, trying to get the lead balls out of there. That's what they told me.
Wow.
I don't see it, but I'm not going to argue with them because I had 3 sitting right in front of me.
Yeah.
And that's the honest to God's truth. And I asked other people, and they said, yes, you can have anything else on there, but K2 meters.
I never knew that because I thought K2s on there a couple times.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I used to go to Devil's Den and walk around with one, but not now. But my question is, if it's a K2 meter, I have Mel meters too, which is a advanced K2 meter. Is that?
Yeah.
I mean, but I'm not going to argue.
No.
But I try to tell
you. Thank you.
Any kind of pods and stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the same difference. Wow.
Yeah, they don't fool around either.
I
There,
think
so.
the Boo Bear, they have the Boo Bear. They're like, oh, you can't have no Boo Bears here. That you can find the Boo Bears. Like, no, wait.
You can't.
Wow.
You say you can have a Boo Bear?
No, I'm saying, I'm just kidding. Like saying, next they're going to say you can't have a Boo Bear there because it's the same purpose as a K2, pretty much.
Wait, but okay, so good. How, I guess you would just have to know that. Like, I mean, do they give you a warning?
I've been taking them on there for years. K2's on there for years. Never knew.
No.
Of course, I put on Facebook.
I see if you're out there with a metal detector, or something like that. But really?
Yeah, I went to Star Background anyway. That's like my second home. I love it there, and I was just trying to look for spirits, and they were nice. They let me go. They gave me a warning because I told them, I said I just didn't know anything about it, but I mean, I don't believe it, but I mean, because I don't see K2 meters being relic finders. Like I said, unless people are like opening them up and changing something in it and adding something, maybe, I don't know. But I wasn't going to argue. I'm like, all right, well, I'll put them back in my truck and you won't see them ever again.
Yeah.
Unless they're using them as like if there's an object that has,
electrical pulse,
energy imbued into it because of the memory of it, it might light up. So unless they're using it like that.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, we can use motion balls. We've used, everything, pods, side pods, everything, but no K2s.
No.
I put it on Facebook because people say I'm going to go something on the battlefield. They said make sure you'll do it at nighttime, of course. And they said, yeah, we're going to go in the daytime. And all I put on there is to make sure you don't take a K2 meter because it's illegal. They'll confiscate and you'll get fined. And a couple of people like, oh no, it's not, blah blah blah. So I just said, listen, do me a favor. Go in there with a K2 meter. When you see a park ranger, keep in your hand, wave to them, and see what happens.
Wow.
But
what are you in jail for?
It's just weird information. Like I said,
that's crazy. Wow. I was waving my K2. That's why they shot me.
I mean, I don't get why the K2 would be against the rules. I get why the digging would be against the rules, but like you're not touching anything, really.
Yeah, well, they're saying it's like a metal detector. You're looking for, if you find something, they think you're gonna dig or something. I don't know. Like I said, I wasn't gonna argue. I didn't want to argue with them. I'm like, you're right, I'm wrong, fine. Which I'm pretty sure I'm right.
Yeah.
No.
Because K2s pick up electromagnetic. They don't pick up bullets.
That's right.
No,
I mean, if it has electrical pulse, K2 will work. If there's no electrical pulse, a lead ball does not have electrical pulse. Matter of fact, a lead ball wouldn't have any kind of magnetic. Sometimes metal gets magnetized, and then you might get a reading off it. But a lead is not known for any of that.
Yeah.
Well, then again, no.
No, hey, you heard it here first. No, this is good to know. Really.
Being a news, the people from Seekers Chronicles were arrested tonight for importing K2 meters onto the battlefield of Gettysburg.
I need you to bail me out, Anthony.
Yeah, I got my guys.
What are you in for?
That's wild.
Murder. Oh, I'm in for a K2. I'm in for a K2 meter. I pulled it out.
Or 3.
They arrested me. I pulled my K2 out on one of the ranges.
Funny. That is funny.
That is crazy. It's misinformation. Somebody in wherever they made that law, it's misinformation. They don't know what they're really talking about. Yeah,
but they said they find a lot of ghost equipment laying around because people get scared when they see their park rangers. They just throw their stuff and leave. They don't come back for it. They said they have like boxes and boxes and boxes of stuff. But you're allowed to investigate as long as it's daytime. But but like I said, with the K2s now,
you should find out they have like a county auction and go buy people that probably sell the equipment as like part of an auction with the police department or the rangers, and you can buy all the equipment cheap.
I'll buy the whole box off you for $200.
Let me have the box. I'll take it. I'm like, okay, I have no clue what's in it. That's funny. Oh.
Tim,
Yeah,
what is your go-to? Like, what is your favorite piece of equipment?
Oh, you just beat me, Jenny. I was going to ask that.
I know.
Yeah,
I'm
I know.
I'm getting like yeah, the mediumship is wearing off.
I like the tripwire, but our most used piece of equipment is the cat balls, the motion balls. Yeah, that's we get so much stuff with those. It's unbelievable. But I like the tripwire.
Person to say that.
Yeah,
like in the last 2 weeks on our show, so it's pretty cool.
Yeah, like we got an XLS camera, but oh my gosh, is it hard? I'm still learning how to do it. I use it, whatever else. It's just, I mean, it's like if you go to college or something for it. It is so hard. There's so many different buttons and angles and stuff like that. But I think I'm gonna really enjoy that one, the XLS. But like I said, I don't use, like, I have the Obvious and everything else. I really don't use that anymore. Pods, we use pods. I actually build my own pods. I have side pods, and you guys ever have a clip pod?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I build the clip pods. You can put trigger objects on them. We use them a lot, especially when we go to a place with little kids. We'll put 2 pods out there, one with a girl's toy and one with a boy's toy, and try to communicate to see if it goes to the girl toy, then we'll kind of know we're talking to a little girl there. Mm-hmm. We use them. I build music boxes now because stuff's so expensive, and that's like, we talk about how expensive places to rent are, but now equipment's so expensive. You pay $160, $180 for a pod, and you buy a camera, you buy this, you have $400 or $500 into it, and if you don't like it or you get scared, then you're out that money. You have to sell it for cheaper. Yeah. I build these pods, and I don't really make much money off them. I just want to make sure everybody gets experience and have fun. That's all. That's all. I'm on Etsy. I send stuff all over the world. I have a boxer now. I got to mail out to Czech Republic. They bought a pod off me, and it was a kit, like a super kit. But I just want. I want people to have fun. I want people to have fun, enjoy, and help them try to find out what's out there. I'm not out for just trying to make $1 million and make money. That's why I think some people get mad at me because my stuff's so much cheaper, and it's costs a lot less. But I'm not out here to rip anybody off. I want everybody to have fun and, investigate.
Yeah, so it's accessible. Yeah, I mean, I'm right there with you. I mean, the equipment I don't really have a lot of equipment because I think it's all way too expensive. I'm not going to spend $2,000 on something or $160. They don't last very long. They don't work as they do. I mean, I've already had my millimeter's already broken, and I bought a brand new one, broke within a year. I just bought a REM pod. Yeah. And it's the second one I've had, and they both have broken. And I think I could send
hitting your husband with them.
What?
You gotta stop hitting your husband with them.
Well, he deserves it.
Well, my team loves to kick them down steps for some reason. Like, we'll have stuff around, and I'll be on the first floor. They'll be on the second floor. I hear them come. I hear boom, 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 all the way down. And they break. I'm like, are you kidding me? Yeah. But now I build them. I build them, like I said, in I can show you. Here's my. It's really loud too.
Oh yeah,
that
super
one.
Loud, right?
Mm-hmm. And then here's one. We put them in like other rooms on other floors because then you can hear it. And so you can go upstairs, whatever else. I'll tell you a funny story about that at the Ross house. Then I have these ones here because these ones are the thinner plastic. I got these new ones here now that are a little bit quieter that we use in the same room or the room next to us. Yeah. Of course, you see the colors, red and blue. Wonder why that. Yeah. But nice. Yeah, so and it's a lot cheaper. And I used to say the R-Pod, we're not allowed to say the word anymore because the person, somebody trademarked that name, REM-Pod.
Right.
And we're not allowed to use that no more. And they sent me a letter and everything else and emailed me saying cease and desist me saying that on my Etsy and everything else and on my videos because they'll sue me. Because that guy sells them for $180 and I think he's mad because I sell like these the box here ones. I only sell for $50. Like I don't make a ton off it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And these little ones here are $30.
And they work, and you built them. Like one of the things I like about building my own pods, I won't use the armor. Right?
Sorry. Hold on. Sorry.
I like that. I like that. I know that I built it, so I know when it's going off. Like I know that it's working. You know what I mean? Like I think when you build your own equipment, you trust it a little bit more too. You know, I found myself, other people's equipment, I found myself going, I don't know. Is that the battery? Is that this? Is it that? You know, but when you build it yourself, you know that equipment. So you know when it's working correctly. That's what I think.
Yeah. Well, Jenny built one.
I was at the Ross house the one time, and we put one of the loud ones, I call them minis, little mini pods, in the basement. And I'm upstairs, we're getting stuff ready. Well, it kept going off. Every time I went down the steps, it would stop. I'd sit there, try to talk for like 5 minutes, nothing. So I go back upstairs, it would go off again. Then I'd go back downstairs. I mean, it did it like 5 or 6 times. I'm like, listen, I'm too old to be climbing up and down these steps all the time. You know what I mean? Talk to me now, please, before I pass out.
Getting a kick out of watching you.
Yeah, that's what I said. They love the tease. They love.
Yeah.
Here he comes again. Let's do it downstairs. He's going down. Let's do it.
Each time I'm getting slower and slower because I'm getting tired.
Yeah, it's like.
Now, what's the Ross house?
The Ross house is in Bel Air, Ohio. It's Cindy, a lady named Cindy. She owns it. She's all over Facebook, and she has a site for whatever else. Very, very reasonable price. It's a very active place. It's one of them places that it'll be active for a while, then they'll quit for like an hour or two, and it'll be active again. And she lets you rent out from like 5 p.m. till like 8 the next morning. There's beds there. You can sleep. It's very clean. There's a kitchen. And then her I think it's her brother owns next to it 14,000 square feet of an antique store. And they go to old houses like auctions. So I'm not gonna guarantee, but I'm pretty sure that when they buy this old furniture and bring it over from the auction, there's something attached to it because her place is super active.
That's cool.
Can you sleep over at that place? Like you said, it's fairly cheap. Do you sleep at that place, or you just do investigations and then you have to leave?
You can stay there. Yeah, you can stay overnight. I mean, like what we usually do is it's like an hour and a half from my house. What we usually do is we'll get there at 5 o'clock, and I set cameras up. Then we always order pizza, whatever else. Then we start investigating. We investigate till like 5, 6 in the morning. Then I'll get like a little 2-hour nap, and then we clean up and we go home. And then like other places, we do a lot of places. Like Beale this week coming up here, it goes from like 8 p.m. These are very reasonable too. It's up near Sandusky, right past Sandusky, Ohio. Very active place. Saw 7-foot shadow figure staring at us. And I actually watched them stand in the doorway. I was like freaking out. I'm like, God, look. And I looked. 2 other people looked. They saw him stand there. And they're like, oh my gosh. And all of a sudden, just disappeared. Just faded away.
Pretty cool.
I mean,
was it peeking?
We could stay at because we drive
it was in the whole doorway. It was in the whole door. Oh, I'm sorry, Anthony.
Who's the doorway? What's with the doorway? Anyway, sorry.
The reason I'm asking is because if we come out to Ohio, it's a little distance to ride for us. We need a place to stay overnight, and
for sure,
staying at hotels get expensive after a while. That's why we like to stay at locations, So that's what I was asking. If you have any places over there that you can stay overnight, like a B&B that has its haunted B&B, we would love to get out there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, like northwest is Beale Manor. You can stay there. Ross House. And actually what's funny is the Bel Air house is like a block away from the Ross House. They're two like active places. They say there's a demon in the Bel Air house. I've never experienced that.
I heard about that.
It's very active, but I've never experienced anything bad. I mean,
what's her name again? Because I met her at one of the Gettysburg things.
Who's that? The Ross House?
The Bel Air house.
Oh, no, the Bel Air house. I can't remember the lady's name, but the Ross House is Cindy. And she's at all these different vending shows that are going around. Because she puts up, she promotes her place.
All right. Nice. I guess you'll be at Gettysburg and all those other places.
Yeah.
I got to look for
Yeah,
it.
we've been saying we got to do an Ohio run.
Ohio's starting to sound very interesting. Like I said,
Yeah.
we have a lot of people pointing fingers towards Ohio as being one of the active places. And, I think we should try to get out there and do something with the Chronicles.
Seeker's trip.
Trip.
Come on, Kim. Seeker's trip.
Kim.
Ohio.
Yeah. Well, if you guys ever want to go to Ohio, you find a place or want to meet, I'll get a couple of my team members if you want to do a joint one.
Yeah.
Of course.
And we can, because like I said, we're all about
collaborating.
Yeah, we're all about learning off each other.
We love it too. We love to collaborate. We always we have Seekers Chronicles events, and we try to pick and choose from different teams, like trying to get us all together.
Yeah.
Just like you said.
We collaborate with all the time. Matter of fact, the three of us Jenny's on my team now. Well, Kim is too. You're on the teams. But we always work with other teams.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in Queens. I started working with them. They were different teams. Now we became a team. And then, we actually work with so many different people because, like you said, well, you got a big team. Our teams weren't as big. You have people on, people off. You always have, and it always seems like sometimes there's always an issue with people on the teams. So what we did was we just collaborated with other teams, so we could do these big venues. Like we were talking before, a lot of these places are too expensive now to go in. So we get a bunch of people from different teams, and we all get together. And now we could afford a big location. Like Trans-Allegheny. We went there a couple of times. We've been invited down there by teams from North Carolina, Florida, and we go together with everybody, So, yes, we'd love to collaborate with you guys in Ohio.
Definitely.
Yeah.
There's a lot over there.
Yeah.
There
is. We got to do something. Even by
it's far, but not too far.
There's a lot of stuff going on over there, too. In West Virginia and all that stuff.
You've done Hillview Manor?
Yes, we've done it a few times.
And?
Like I always put still cameras up. And just let them go. And you'll hear I actually have video on our Facebook page. You can hear footsteps running up and down the hall. I have one that sounds like someone's pushing like an old rusty gurney, like the wheels like squeaking as it was going by. And there's nobody there because you can see there's like no one there. Different stuff like that. It's all fun until a bat appears. Then I'm done because I don't do bats.
Oh, a bat. Yeah.
I love bats.
No.
Jenny had a story about a bat in Trans-Allegheny. Tell your story about the bat, Jenny.
Every time someone says bat, he's going to tell this story. On my way into Trans-Allegheny, I got a bat stuck in my hoodie. Like actually in like a living bat in my hoodie. And I couldn't get it out.
Isn't that crazy? Of all people.
Dude, that's
maybe they know I'm a vegetarian. They're like, she doesn't eat animals. We love her. Animals love me.
Maybe your blood tastes different with no meat in it.
I'm hearing that story. I'm just sitting here in my own house. I'm freaking out about right now. I'm like looking around, thinking there's a bat in here now.
Bats. They're so cool. I like bats.
They're flying rats.
It did scratch me, but it was just trying to get out.
The flying rats.
It didn't. Wait, I think we have talked about this. I think I was already like, it scratched you and you didn't go get like.
Well, no, I just got there. We had to go overnight.
They scratched her. But now she sleeps from her feet.
You're fine. Or you're a vampire.
Upside down. That's it. That's why she's so pale. She sleeps from her feet upside down.
Now. All right. Okay.
That's why I'm cool.
I like vampires. I'm into that.
Yeah, I'm a vampire now. I'm
immortal.
He just drinks from it.
That's
Tim,
funny.
out
That
of all the locations that you've been to, what is the one that keeps calling your name? That you keep wanting, you can't get out of your head.
Yep.
You might do extra history on it. You might do extra research, and you just are being drawn to it. Is there a place that calls to you like that?
There's two, like my favorite spots. Madison Seminary, it's in Ohio. It's a big seminary. And there's a place that's no longer open. It's called Greenville Manor. Green. I mean, like I said, all my investigations, my batteries run low. I can walk anywhere in the dark. It don't bother me. Well, Greenville Manor, I always want to go back to. We had a lot of action there, and the one day we had it for 24 hours from noon Saturday to noon Sunday, and everybody left. Of course, we all got there at noon, and everybody left like at 4 a.m. And I still have it till noon. I have cameras up everywhere, and I'm like, I'm not going nowhere. I'll stay here by myself. I don't care. Last people left in the car. I turned, started walking towards down the walkway towards the house, and the door was open. I completely freaked. It was 4:30 a.m. I could not go inside. I don't know why. I was petrified.
Wow.
And what I did was I went to my truck, grabbed a bottle of water, my chair, and a cigar. I sat outside and watched the sun come up. From 4:30 to 6. I didn't go when the sun was up. I walked in. I was okay, but I could not. I just froze. I couldn't go in there.
Wow.
And I'd love to go back here. I was hoping they were going to open back up again. They were thinking about it, but we haven't heard anything since. Because I'd love to go back there. There was a lot of action there. And then Madison Seminary, up in the attic, up in the area. Bill Kimball, he's the owner of that. Great guy. We were in the attic, and what we do is I tell people we do an experiment. Like everybody gets a motion ball. We spread out everywhere, and you put the ball 3 feet in front of you. And we ask if anybody, whoever you want to talk to, because they might not want to talk to me. They might want to talk to a female. They might want to talk to a younger person. They might want to talk to we don't know. So if that ball lights up, you ask the question. So, because that means they want to talk to you, or that person. Well, it looked like a disco. They were all going off. And we were all just sitting there like, oh my gosh. So we're sitting there going off. All of a sudden, boom, it just quit. Well, the one behind me kept going off. And it kept going and going and going. We heard some kind of noise. So we decided to do the Estes method back there.
Yeah.
I went back there, and then we put the tripwire in a big circle around me. And I sat in the circle. And I started with the Estes method, and the rest of my team is 20 feet away from me. And I'm sitting there, and all I hear is all the noise going. I'm throwing a couple words out, whatever else. Next thing you know, I feel this thumping on the floor in front of me. Then it went to my left, then it went to my right, and it's in front of me again. I'm like, there's something all around me. There's something around me, guys. And then it felt on my back, behind me on the thumping noise. And then next thing you know, I feel pressure on my back. And I'm freaking out. I'm like, oh my gosh. I said, I feel pressure on my back. I feel pressure on my back. And next thing you know, a loud bang hits. I jumped, ripped my headphones off. I'm crawling across the floor. I'm like, what? I thought they threw something at me to tease me. And they're like, what are you? I scared them. They screamed. You know what I mean? Because they're like, what are you doing? I said, why did you throw that? They're like, I didn't throw nothing. Well, what was weird was when I felt that thumping around me, my girlfriend, she said, listen, she goes, why don't you climb on his back? He'll give you a piggyback. And next thing you know, 5 seconds later, I'm like, there's something on my back, it climbed on my back. Wow. So I was freaked out from the noise because they didn't hear the loud bang. Only I did. For somehow, so I felt it vibrate the whole floor and everything else. They heard nothing. So we waited a little bit, and I went and did it again. And then I'm sitting there. Next thing you know, I felt thumping all around me. And I'm like, it's all around me, guys. I said, I don't know what's going on. I heard no words. You know what I mean? And it's all around me and everything else. Then I started hearing these little short words, like half words. And then it quit. Everything just quit. There was no words on the Estes. There was no thumping around me and everything else. So my buddy shines a flashlight at me. I took it off and said, hey, we're done. He's like, yeah, we're done. You're not going to believe what happened. Well, while they were doing that, there was all the thumping around me. My girlfriend again said, listen, all the little kids around here, play Ring Around a Rosie around him. And that's what we think all the thumping was going around.
Wow.
And then everything quit. And I don't know why until Steve got work on our team. He was sitting there looking down at me, and they all heard walking coming down the hall towards them. And they're all like, hey, Tyler, they thought it was Tyler, one of our other teammates. Like, Tyler, we're in here. And there was nothing in there. So Steve gets up, walks down there, nobody in there. Which is awesome is my camera caught it. You can hear footsteps coming down the hall. We think that guy, he's supposed to be a mean person, lives in that one room. Adam Kimball said it. He probably went down and yelled at the kids, "Don't we're playing," whatever else, because everybody quit all of a sudden after them footsteps. That's pretty neat. And I want to go back so bad and do that, which we are going back. We have 2 dates this year. We're going back there. I'm going to go back in that corner and try to do that again and see if it happens again.
That sounds terrifying, the thumping.
Yeah, I mean, I've been bit, I've been scratched. I've had rocks thrown at me. Girls on my team, they love to pull the hair, not like a little like tug. They like pulls it real hard. I don't think it's anything mean. I don't think it's anything bad. I think it's them trying to get your attention. Honestly, like hey, I'm here. You know what I mean? Which I did. I got bit on the arm here. The pictures are on our Facebook page. I actually sent to Carlo, which is at Bill Manor. We're going there this Friday. I was in the basement. Another funny story is we were in there. He was taking us for a tour the first time we were ever there. He gets on there and says, "Yeah, there's like 4 or 5 confirmed scratches and bites down here. There's like supposed to be some kids that were like living down in the basement. The parents made the kids live in the basement, whatever." Well, me of all people, I'm like, "Hey, you have a right to bite or scratch me all you want. Just don't hurt me." And of course, my girlfriend's like, "Oh no, please bite them," like being funny. So we go upstairs. We start the investigation. We get downstairs. We're doing the Essence method in the basement. I'm holding the camera like this for like 20 minutes, just holding it sitting there. And then we go upstairs, change the bags. Like, "You're bleeding." I'm like, "What are you talking about?" Like, "You're bleeding." I looked down, and there was blood running down my arm. I mean, it was like running down my leg. It was on my shoe.
Wow.
And I'm like, "What the heck's going on?" It was a puncture wound. Well, I go in the back. I took a picture of it. Then we went to the bathroom. I cleaned it off, and you can actually see small teeth marks around it. Whatever else. Yeah, something bit me. That's why I can't wait to go back here. That's one of the places I want to go back. I've been waiting to go back here because I want to go in that basement by myself to see if I can get anything else.
Yeah.
But the pictures are on Facebook.
Oh my gosh.
This is in Ohio again?
Yeah.
But it's out past Sandusky. Yeah.
Yep.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't think I've ever heard of anybody being bit in New Jersey out of all the locations. No, that doesn't happen around
Always
here.
Ohio.
I got scratched at the one and thing.
Yeah, we've
Did
been
your
scratched,
girlfriend-
but
I came home. I had the scratches on me.
Yeah.
I've been bitten. I've been bitten at
Bristol.
the what do you call it? The Nutley. It was in Nutley, New Jersey, at the Kingsland Manor. Had teeth on me.
Oh,
I
okay.
got bitten there, and also I had
But you
hand
didn't get
marks on
a
me.
puncture wound like that, like bleeding
Not
all
bleeding
over.
like that, no. But
No.
you could see like teeth marks. They didn't break, but you could see like the of teeth on me.
What?
But not,
And did your girlfriend say sorry? Sorry, I told him to bite someone to bite you. Sorry.
No, she laughed. Of course, she laughed.
To hurt
I
you.
get it.
I'm not telling them to hurt you.
I always say throw something at Anthony. Can you throw a rock at Anthony?
But when I'm turning around, it's usually her throwing something at
What
me.
are friends for?
and she blames the ghost, right?
Yeah. Look,
I'm
somebody just threw it. Just came over my shoulder. I don't know.
Yeah, but like and I never felt it. Never. I didn't even know I was bleeding. And some people said, "Oh, I scratched myself." And you'll see the pictures. Those scratch marks, like I itched myself. Some people said I hit my arm off a nail. So how much it was bleeding, I would have felt it. I definitely would have felt it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never knew.
I don't know much about it, but people I've spoken to, because I've never been scratched or anything, but people I've spoken to say that supernatural paranormal scratches don't hurt like real world scratches hurt.
They don't.
That they, is that right? Okay. That's what I've heard.
Yeah. When you get scratched or something, sometimes I don't feel like it's on the outside. Sometimes I think it's coming from the inside.
Oh, wow.
What?
Yeah.
Right. Anthony, what's
That needs to be explained a little bit more. What do you mean?
Yeah.
You
Explain.
scratching from the inside? Your arm gets cold. Yeah.
Oh my God. All of a sudden, like, it's coming out.
You don't have these scratches. I mean, remember this. They don't got no physical body. They could put their hand through you, can't they?
Yeah.
They go possess you too. So I feel that they actually go in and scratch from the inside out.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Yeah.
I never even
That's
thought of
why
it that
they
way.
don't get the blood as much too.
No.
What do you think, Tim?
Welcome to our world, Tim.
No, I like hearing different.
We're just teasing you.
Yeah.
I like hearing different like ideas and different things like that. I like that.
Yeah,
Anthony is so good with that. Like he
when
has
they
the most
scratch from the
amazing.
inside out, you don't get the blood. Like he got scratched from the outside. That's why you get all that blood. For some reason, when they scratch from the inside out, you don't see that much blood.
Oh, that makes sense.
You might get the scratch marks, but
You just see like the raising of the marks.
Right,
yes.
it raises from inside. That I have seen.
Mm-hmm.
Like it just starts as nothing, and
I've
then
been scratched like you.
Tim, do you agree? Do you agree with Jenny that when you've been scratched, it feels different than a real world scratch?
You asking me?
Yeah.
I was
clearly because you didn't feel it.
He didn't feel it.
I didn't feel anything. Yeah, I didn't feel it until they told me. And I looked down. I'm like, oh, geez, I looked down at my shoe. There was blood on my shoe and everything. But I got scratched on my leg, in the back of my leg. I was just walking down these steps, and then next time it started burning really bad.
Yeah, that's what I.
And I'm like, oh, I looked down. There was one line, like it was probably 2 inches long, whatever else. And but did I get scratched on something? And like the sweat went in there, like, you know what I mean, and make it start burning. I don't know. So one thing about me is if I'm not 100% sure, I really don't bring it up much. Like when I watch my videos of all my places, if I'm not 100% sure that was a voice, I just pass it up. I keep going.
Yep.
I want to be 100% sure.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
I 100% agree with that.
I always like to, when I get like evidence stuff, pass it amongst the people that I know that would hear something, and you know, I give it to them without saying, "Here, just listen to this," and see what they get. You know, if they get the same thing I hear or something else, or maybe it's just like, you know, I mean, I've been on investigation and I did a review after the investigation, and I kept on hearing screaming on like I'm like, this is crazy. I heard screaming. And then I'm watching on my video, somebody's walking by with sneakers on, and they were dragging their feet, and the screech, you know how the scuff, when you hit scuff with your sneakers, it sounded like a scream. Because I seen them, it was like, and I'm like, holy shit. I never thought that.
Yeah.
You know, and I caught it on camera. So, you know, when you listen to things, sometimes that's why I'm a video guy. I like videos. You know, I like videos because on the video you can see and hear at the same time. You got both worlds there. You can do EVPs on it and then the camera. And you know, that's where you catch, like you hear something and you see somebody whispering. I just caught it on camera. Okay, it's debunked. It's not true.
I love that.
Yeah, you know, that's why I
love that.
Both worlds. I mean, I might not get nothing moving. I might just get EVPs, but I can see, is anybody in that room? And I always put my camera in a spot in a room where it covers the whole room, where nobody could come up behind. You know, and only in hallways sometimes you might have that, but if you're in a room, you put it in the room, you put it in a corner that just takes everything, and then you can hear there's something going on there. So that's what that's why I'm a video person.
So smart. I wear my body camera when I do EVP sessions because then I can see people's mouths, right? So many times I'll get like the clearest EVP. I was with our friend Richard, and someone said, Richard. And I thought, well, that's one of us. Like, that's got to be one of us. It's so clear and so loud. And then you play back your body camera and you see everybody's mouth like not moving, you know, at the end of the sentence. And it's like, okay, there you go. But I love having that video and audio to compare. I totally agree with you, Anthony. Sorry, we left you out of that there, Tim. What do you think?
Yeah, well, no, you're 100% right on that. Like I tell my team all the time, I'm like, do not whisper. That drives me nuts. Because when people whisper, you know what I mean, then you pick it up on you and you think you have something. So if we're sitting there and someone's whispering, like, I'll say it out loud because my cameras are around, I'll be like, somebody's whispering, you know, someone's stomach's growling, a car went by. I always say out loud what's going on so I don't get other stuff.
Yeah,
you know?
Of course. But it's annoying. Agreed.
Oh, yeah. It's like a whispering drives me nuts. Like, my team, I mean, it's when they whisper, it just because I pick it up and you're like, oh my gosh, I got something great. You're like, no, that was such and such.
Or I've had Kim help me debunk one thing that I thought was laughing, and it turned out I think that you felt that it was probably an animal.
Yeah.
And Kim's a veterinarian, so that helps a lot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she knows how animals sound.
But interesting, that was in the area where you just captured that shadow. That was in that same area, wasn't it?
True. Yes, it was. That laughing sounded like laughing to me, like a kid laughing, but we think it was a fox.
Yeah,
right?
it was. I don't think it was. I mean, who knows? I don't. It's just what it sounds like to me.
But it helps to have an animal expert.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It always helps, have somebody.
sure.
Like you
Yes,
said
having
before,
you brought up
local people in the field. That's part of it. They all have something to add to it.
right, exactly, like how Jenny started with it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Like Anthony's a retired electrician, bingo card. We talk about that every week too, because that helps a great deal. Do you have a Holy Grail location that you'd like to go to in the world? Anywhere in the world?
Bucket list, something.
There's actually a few. I'd like to go to the Stanley Hotel. I'd like to go to Arizona. My girlfriend wants to take me to Arizona, like the Tombstone and stuff like that.
Yep.
Because she lived down there for a couple of years, and she said it's amazing down there. So I'd probably be Arizona, probably be the place I want to go. There's so many different places down there.
There you go.
Yeah.
But eventually, I hope that I get down there.
That's doable.
The Stanley Hotel, that's in Colorado, right?
Colorado, yes.
That's okay. So I've actually
Estes Park, Colorado.
Estes Park. This is how bad this is. I've been to Estes Park, and I went to a rodeo, and I didn't even know that was that hotel. If I had known that was the place of the hotel,
kidding?
I would have absolutely gone. I'm totally missed the boat. Like, I'm never gonna go back to Estes Park, Colorado.
No, right?
But when you do, Tim, when you go, it's beautiful. Absolutely stunning.
Yeah.
I hope you get to go. Live
I hope so too.
Yeah.
But
I'll be retiring in a couple of years, so I'm going to do a lot.
There you go.
There.
You can. I mean, those are doable. It's not like you're saying, something in Romania that's a little harder to get to. Some out of the way castle in Romania.
That makes it a little difficult because I'm afraid to fly.
Oh, no, that's not happening. Really?
Even though Colorado and Arizona is pretty far, but
he's like ghost fine. Flying.
Yeah.
Flying is bad.
It's a flying thing.
No.
Well, guys at work laugh at me because I go ghost hunting, but at work, I don't like dealing with deceased people. You know what I mean? And they're like, well, what's the big deal? I'm like, it doesn't matter. I don't know. It's just a thing in my head.
That's fair.
I want to chase ghosts all night, but when something bad, I can't do it.
Yeah. I understand that.
That's up close and personal for sure.
Yeah.
But
I'd be there with some kind of meter. It's like,
Anthony.
What?
Not a K2 meter. Not in Gettysburg.
No, not a K2. I don't want to get arrested.
It's so funny.
You got a K2. Get him.
That's funny.
SWAT out, and he has a K2 in his hands. Drop the K2.
Drop the K2.
I know they take it serious, so I ain't going to screw with them.
Yeah, no, they're serious out there.
But I would love to have permission to go on a battlefield at nighttime, just one night in my life. That would be amazing.
That'd be
to spend the whole night out there, have it all to yourself.
Yeah, like pitch a tent. Oh my God.
Like little Ron Talk, Devil's Den.
Oh,
we heard cannon fire one night we were there.
Yeah,
we did hear the cannon fire.
I have pictures of like light streaming, look like maybe bullets shooting through the air at night over there. And it's like streams, like bullets. And I've seen fires. I heard the cannons. I heard all kinds of guns going off there. But I have a friend that when I was working, his brother was a reenactment, one of the reenactment soldiers from the Civil War, and they used to go there once a year on the battlefield. Like they do the reenactments, and they actually sleep on the battlefield. And he was telling me that him and his partner at nighttime, they were walking through like this little dirt area going across, and they heard footsteps behind them. and he's like, they thought it was like the rest of their people coming, to join them. And look, there was nothing there. Then they looked, and there was a tree right there. And we talked about this, Jenny and Kim. And it was like, he said, looked like 1 billion fireflies. It was like sparkling in that tree.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
And they were like, what is that? And and fireflies usually like June, I think.
Yeah.
Not June, July. I think it's more like June into July. But when they were there was no fireflies, and it looked like this tree was like sparkling with a bunch of them. And they were like, "What is that?" He told me about that. And I'm like, that's crazy.
Beautiful.
And of course, they didn't have no cameras or anything because at that time they're supposed to be part of the unit and stuff. They're not supposed to carry the camera. They're supposed to be of that era, and they were in uniform and stuff like that with their gun.
I mean, but what a trigger object that is, right? Like,
imagine that.
Yeah.
I would love to camp overnight there. That'd be awesome.
I mean, that's a living trigger object.
I love that place.
Wow. Tim, do you have any mediumship or sensitivity abilities?
No. It seems like very rarely do I get when you walk into a room or something, I can get like little chills, whatever else, like there's something doesn't feel right. But I do see a lot of shadow figures.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, I do see like more than the average, or than my team does. I've noticed a lot more. Like I said, I saw that little boy, little Joey, and I saw that guy over by Sats Bridge. And actually, my daughter saw the Sats Bridge one with me. We both saw that. But it's like, but I don't feel like we have a guy, Steve M. We have 2 Steves in our team. Steve M. He the one that actually had something follow him home. He had to resage himself. He's very sensitive. He goes into a room and like he just starts getting like drained and dizzy and everything else, and he's not good in here or whatever else. But like mediums and stuff like that or anything, we don't do nothing like that.
You don't?
Yeah.
Okay. No, I'm not either, but I work with them like these 2.
Yeah.
These 2. Yeah, I mean, I find
you are
like it's
sensitive. If you're seeing something, you are as sensitive in some sort of way that they're appearing to you, like the child and the shadows. So you do have ability, some sort of ability. Maybe you come into it all, but you do. I mean, if you see something, you have some sort of sense towards, maybe not being a medium but you do have a sensitivity towards it. And plus you did have experiences as a child, so that did open you up to things also. So as you're an adult, you'll still be open to certain things. That's like I said, you're coming across it, from the experiences.
And your daughter comes with you.
That's awesome.
Both my daughters go. Yeah.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah. Because it was funny was my older daughter, Leanne, her husband, Mike, was a skeptic. And we took him to Hillview. He's 100% believer now.
Oh, nice.
He's 100% believer.
You did
he's really into it. But I had one incident with a medium which really got my attention. I wanted to tell you guys. It was actually during the Pear Jam. We stayed at the Balladary Inn. It's on the battlefield. And we stayed there with BAM Paranormal. They're from Cleveland area, and they're good people. They have a medium with them, and they were actually vending at the show too. And we were downstairs because they let us investigate, and we were downstairs in the one room we were in. We were all sitting in was the room where the cots and that were. And then the room right next to us is where there was actually an actual real blood spot. They had it tested and everything else that Ray used to cut the legs and the arms off. It was like the surgery room.
Yeah.
We were all sitting in the one room, and the lady, she's a medium. She starts saying, "I'm hearing a lady singing," and she starts singing like what the lady's singing, and she's like this, and she was in something about the little boys. And as soon as she quit, in the other room, we heard whistling the same tune as her. You know what I mean? We all started like, oh my gosh, and then quit.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, that was really
amazing.
neat because
That is awesome.
yeah, it actually like it like da 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 da, and then all of a sudden you hear a whistle, whistle, whistle. You know what I mean? It was actually really neat. We all heard it too.
Good.
Nice.
So good. I love that. I love that.
Yeah, it was interesting.
That's really cool.
It is.
Really cool. Yeah, if you work with a really good one like these two, like, you know, like that I trust completely, it's definitely helpful to me.
More Kim than me.
Well, that
Kim's all right.
that lady doing that, singing the song and humming, then she said she heard the word something about the little boy, and all of a sudden the whistling was the same like tune. I'm like, this lady's 100%. 100%.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
There's nobody in that room because them old buildings, and you step and you walk, it just creaks and cracks and everything else. There was nobody in there.
What was the name of the team you said in Cleveland?
From Cleveland.
BAM, BAM, Paranormal.
BAM.
Bam.
Okay.
Yeah, they're good people. Yeah, they're good people. I met them like doing vending and stuff like that, and we keep in touch and stuff.
I remember I met a guy years ago. He was BAM, but that was Alabama, the BAM boys.
Oh.
Okay, yeah, this is someone.
Who's in it? Anyone who I might recognize the name?
The BAM boys? No, they were in a show called Southern Paranormal.
You know, I mean, in BAM Paranormal.
I forgot the guy's name. Jonathan something.
They're
Are you? I'm sorry. You asking me?
yeah.
Or are you asking him about his BAM?
You're asking me?
No, your BAM in Cleveland.
Your BAM, not my BAM.
Ask him for a friend.
Your
again.
BAM.
That's funny. I'm like,
I need
BAM
some
who?
Cleveland info.
BAM it.
Okay, my BAM Paranormal I'm talking about is like it's like actually her and her sons and everything else, and the son's name's Brian. The main lady's name is Donna. I don't know their last name. I don't know that.
What
I'm bad with names, but
That's okay.
yeah, but they're really good
okay,
people.
okay.
Cleveland's having a Paracon this year, and I'm going up there. She asked if I was going. I'm going to meet her up or meet them up there, or whatever else. Yeah, they're having a little paranormal convention up there. It's their first one. So I'll see her up there, and I'm sure she'll probably be. BAM Paranormal will probably be at the Gettysburg Battlefield Bash.
Oh,
Okay, perfect. Yeah, great.
Yeah.
But you could get me in touch if I needed to.
Oh yeah.
Perfect.
Always look
Great.
for good
So
guests.
in terms of Paracons, what else do you have coming up?
We're doing Penhurst Paracon. That's a weekend long.
It's on my grandson's second birthday. I can't go.
Oh, that place is so nice. This might be the last year.
We're
Yeah,
gonna
I
go.
know.
We're going to investigate April 3rd.
We've got an investigation going on there. We're actually going to go with private
At Penhurst.
investigation.
Anthony.
Oh, really? Okay, that's because they're talking. It might be gone next year. They might.
I keep hearing that, and then I keep hearing that that's a rumor, and then I keep hearing it, and I hear it's a rumor.
I hope it's a rumor because that place is amazing. There's a lot of history and a lot of.
It's less than a month away, Anthony.
Yeah, and then we're going. I do the sci-fi convention.
Cool.
They get that's more of just to get our name out. It's in Altoona, PA, and they get like over the weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. They probably get like 10,000 people walking through there.
Whoa.
It's huge, and then they have like people dress up in like cosplay and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And they have like people that sign like autographs and get your picture taken with like people like I think this year against Twilight. Some people from Twilight.
Oh,
yeah, they're gonna be there.
Movie, the book? Okay.
What's that?
Like the book, the movie?
Yeah, the movie. Yeah. All the actual actors are going to be there.
When is that?
That's in June. I think it's in June.
In June?
Yeah, my date book's in the other room, but I think that's in June. But it's actually, it's actually really neat there.
With that, because I'm always interested in other things. Because I'm doing a fairy festival that's going to be in Massachusetts. I got to talk to you about that, Kim. And I'm going to be a speaker there. Also, I'm doing other stuff like outside the paranormal to show my pictures, horror and everything else. So I think we should the genres.
that's a great idea to do sci-fi.
You know?
I think
Yeah.
that's great.
Sci-fi is very cool. I like sci-fi.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah, I love that, Tim.
If you
I
get a
love
chance,
it.
send me some information. I might be interested. If I got the date open, I might do that.
Okay.
Sooner.
Yeah, absolutely. Because it's actually, I mean, there's a lot of people and a lot of like neat stuff there. And what's funny is we're like the only paranormal team. Because I emailed them last year. This will be our third time going, and they do it twice a year, spring and fall.
Wow.
And I said, would a paranormal team fit in here? They said absolutely, because people always ask about it. So that's why we go. We like said, I mean, you guys seen some of you guys seen everything. We sell everything from hoodies to t-shirts to glassware. We sell all kinds of different stuff. Because all paranormal, I'm just trying to make some extra money to buy batteries and stuff like that. Because stuff gets expensive.
Yeah.
And so I get it cheap, sell for a few extra bucks. And but everybody sells like coffee mugs, hats, and stuff like that. So we went all out. We have like jar openers, sanitizer holders. We have like different odd stuff that we put our logo and that on, which people really like.
Yeah, for sure.
So we take it out there, and I said we get a lot of people, and just a lot of people talking to us. And what's really nice too is I realized we just started vending 3 years ago. Is people come up to us and they're like, "Can I talk to you?" And I said, "Yeah, what's up? This happened to me," and blah blah blah. And I'll sit there and talk to them, and they'll be like, they're afraid to talk to somebody else because people are gonna think they're crazy. So like, it's so nice to find somebody we can talk to about the stuff that understands us and everything else, because it's like they're afraid that paying members or friends are like, "You saw something, you're crazy, man. What are you smoking, or what are you drinking, or whatever else?" But it does give a lot of people big relief. It really does.
Sure.
Vision some sort of closure that they're not crazy.
Yes.
I know what you're talking about, because I've been doing Paracons for like the last 10 years or so. And I know what you're talking about. When they come up to you and they just tell you, and it gets off their chest. Even on the job, I worked at the Javits Center. I worked downtown Manhattan. I worked I was part of the electrical teams that put up the towers back, Tower 1, Tower 2, and stuff like that. But people on the job find out that what I do, and they'll make fun of me for when I'm doing it. But then when I'm alone with them talking, they come up to me and say, "My grandmother came to me as a child and touched my foot as I was asleep." And they always have the best stories.
Right.
So you're right with that when they come in to talk to you about it. I love that.
Yeah. They feel comfortable. They feel comfortable doing it.
And what you're doing, you're like a therapist. You're taking the weight off their chest because somebody's actually believing them.
Yeah.
So that's when they do that,
Where did you say that is? Altoona?
Which one? The sci-fi?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's at the Blair County Convention Center in Altoona, PA.
Okay. And it's in June.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's in June.
I'm like Googling it now too, Jenny. I'm like, oh, cool. Let's check this out.
Yeah, that's interesting to me.
Yeah, it says June 12th to 14th.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yes.
Nice.
Cool.
Okay.
It's a Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Yes.
Oh my God.
And there got to be a couple hundred vendors of all different types of stuff.
Oh my gosh, you're right. So many from Twilight.
Yeah.
Really?
There's a couple.
Oh, no. You're Twilight person, my wife, a freak.
Yeah.
There's other actors there too. It's
cool.
Okay, cool. I'm writing it on the calendar.
A little more niche place for the paranormal to go. I love that.
Yeah.
We were just thinking about like different ways that we could get out there and have the paranormal other than just the paranormal convention. So that's a great idea.
Because I've been going with the horror also. I did Maine last year. That was paranormal and horror. And and this year I got the fairy. The fairies.
That's so cool.
Yeah, they contacted me and they wanted me to show my art there.
I can't wait.
I mean, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, Kim, you're gonna like it because they're gonna afterwards. Andrew and the woman in charge is gonna give a tour, and they're gonna look for fairies. They got locations where they got with fairies. I know you're in. I said, massive.
Tim, have you ever seen orbs at locations or any lights that your team can't explain?
Orbs are very, very hard. I seen one in my life, actually last year. Believe it or not, it's in Gettysburg on the Eisenhower Bridge. You guys know where the Eisenhower Bridge is?
Yep.
I've never been to that one.
They call it the Suicide Bridge or the Eisenhower Bridge.
No, okay, that's not on the battlefield then.
No, it's right up the street from the Satch Bridge. And it's the same thing, it's dark. It's all like the path you walk that path in the road, it'll take right to the other one where the Eisenhower mansion is.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
If you're leaving the battlefield and you pass the Eisenhower mansion on the left, the very next road, you turn left and it's like 100 yards down the road. That's why they call it the Eisenhower Bridge. But anyways, we had some stuff out. I had a camera rolling and I looked up and I saw this like white ball just go all the way across and then just disappeared. I mean, and it was like a lightning bug, like flashing. It was like a whitish color, and just kept on going across. And I was hoping I had on my camera, but my camera, my handheld aimed downward because I was looking at the tripwire and that, and I didn't get it. But I saw it with my own eye, 100%.
Do you make tripwires? Do you make tripwires also?
No, I got mine.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm doing the music boxes, and I think my next one's going to be making little like Boo Bear type things, little teddy bears and stuff like that.
Yeah,
I think that's going to be my next one.
A lot of new people getting into the Boo Bears and stuff because they're good trigger objects.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's why I get all my dolls. Kim doesn't like any of my dolls. I got the
Nobody
Bella
likes
doll,
your dolls.
the Bella doll that actually moves and talks, and I got a lot of stuff off that. And it's not even made for the paranormal; it's made for kids. It's an old doll that I don't know if they make it anymore.
I agree that the clip, I made one of those, and that's perfect because you can be really specific. Like I found in my attic, I have an old house. It's like a little over 100 years old. I found like a pack of Camel cigarettes from like forever ago in my attic. Somebody probably was like sneaking a cigarette up there in the attic.
Yeah.
Oh.
And I used the clip with the pack of cigarettes. Well, I got rid of the cigarettes. I just used the pack. Because yuck. But yeah, and it worked. It's a good idea. You can put it on anything, which is so great.
Because the Camels were big back in the 50s.
Yeah, that's probably when it was. Yeah, I found a lot of things from the attic. I think somebody went up there a lot.
My father used to smoke them years ago, and then he got into like the filter ones.
Yeah.
Camel were very big during the 50s.
Yeah, but so you can use the clip. So what you said you sell, I know I can't believe it's already like almost 10 o'clock. You said you sell on Etsy. We got to start getting into your info.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm on Etsy. That's where we have like my equipment I sell.
Where can people find you on Etsy? I shop on Etsy all the time, but a couple people in the chat had said they were interested in your boxes. So.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's Beaver CO Paranormal, Beaver County Paranormal.
Okay.
On Etsy. It's on our Facebook page too. If you click on it, it takes you all the way. So we're on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. And then there's an Etsy page where you just click on that and it'll take you right to it.
So just Beaver CO Paranormal.
Yes.
I'm going to put it in the chat. That's why I'm asking.
Okay.
And they can find you on Facebook where?
We're under Beaver County Paranormal Team. And that's we are on there is where you can go and there they have other links you can go to take you to our Facebook or take you to our Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok pages. Mm-hmm. And like I said, you can get on Etsy also through there.
Do you do private investigations or just team ones at public locations?
We do a lot of private. We're starting to do public, like twice a year. There's a place down here in Ambridge, PA. It's called Old Economy Village. It's from the Harmonite days, like the 1700s and everything.
Ooh.
And I've been talking to them about. I said, "You want to make some money? Open up for paranormal investigating. It's old. Right. It's all fenced in. There's like 14 buildings." Well, she had a talk. The director had to talk to a lot of people, and the new director finally got the green light. And what I do is like we do it twice a year in the spring and in October.
Mm-hmm.
They sell tickets. I don't take none of the money. I'm helping them raise money because trying to get like federal and state grants for that down there because it's a historical landmark.
Yeah.
It's really hard for them. So I let them make the money and everything else. The only thing I do is I take my team down. I do sell some of my stuff there. That's how I make my money. We do like a 15-minute talk, whatever else. I explain them what's going on. Then my team goes out and spreads out and goes and investigates. And people can come and go investigate with them, or they can go on their own and investigate. Sometimes we get between like 100 and 150 people each time, which is really nice.
That's a
we are
public investigation. Nice.
What's that?
That's a big public investigation.
Yeah. And a lot of people absolutely love it.
Yeah.
They absolutely love it because the place is really big too. I mean, you run to some people and get like, some people run, but it's very active. It's a very active place. But I do that just to help them raise money.
Yeah.
And they love doing it. Like the workers there, they're volunteers. They love doing it. But we're going to get into doing some public, like the Ross House. I've been talking to Cindy. I talked to her before. I'm going to bring it up again. Like I took Girl Scouts down there, and a bunch of the Girl Scouts, they wanted to go on a ghost hunt, so I took them on a ghost hunt. And the majority only lasts till like 1 o'clock in the morning. They left. They're like, oh, I'm done, because actually 2 girls got sick. They got drained. They ended up getting drained, and they were okay. They went outside. They got air. They were fine. It's just because they were sitting there, and I looked over. I see the girl's head down. I shone my flashlight on her. I'm like, "You're all right." And she looked at me. She was all white. And I told the chaperone, "I'm like, hey, you want to take her out?" She went outside, and she ended up being fine. But they loved it though. They really enjoyed it.
Well, they pay you in cookies?
What's that?
They pay you in cookies?
No, that's what I should have done. I was just talking about that. I didn't get no Girl Scout cookies this year. I missed my Thin Mints.
Oh my
God! I was gonna say I need you want an investigation? I need 5 boxes of Thin Mints. Okay.
That was gonna be my last question to you. I ask everybody every week. What's your go-to snack on a paranormal? That's my fun question. What's your go-to treat?
I just told my girlfriend, she's like, I'm gonna go to the store and get some snacks. I said, do not forget our key thing, cosmic brownies.
Oh,
what?
And
what
we get them every time we go. We get a box of them. We take them with us every time.
Now, what are they called?
What are they?
They're brownies, like little packets, and they have like little like sugar sprinkles on them, or little sugar balls on them.
Oh.
Yeah, cosmic brownie. We it's our go-to. We go every time.
I never heard of them. Cosmic brownies.
Right.
Yeah.
That's a good one. We haven't had that one yet. We get a lot of peanut M&Ms, beef jerky.
Oh, really?
Cannoli.
Yeah.
Cannoli.
So that's a good one.
Peanut butter patties. Tara says.
I should make a list of the 74 episodes of everybody's snack. These are good ones. Yeah, but Girl Scout
to the end of the show.
I know that went so fast.
Coming to the end of the show.
It did go fast.
It really did. You're a great guest. Thank you for coming.
I appreciate you guys having me on here, and nice seeing you two again. And if you guys do go to the sci-fi though, look for us.
Of course.
Seriously.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like I said, because we're staying right at the hotel, like right at the convention center. It's really nice. We just wake up, do breakfast, and we walk right down the hall to the place. And we're there. We get there Thursday because we set up Thursday, and we go Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We tear down Sunday, and we come home Monday.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a long weekend. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, even the hotel information, if you could give that to us also, that might help.
Okay.
And if I have the date open, I'm really thinking about it because I want to get to the other genres with the pictures and stuff like that. Matter of fact, I am doing just an art show with my stuff again, like I did last year. I'm doing it again this year in April. So I just want to get into other genres, and I think we all think about that ourselves.
I agree. Well, it was amazing to have you on.
Yeah,
thank you for being here.
Thank you.
I love talking about Ohio and everything.
Everybody enjoyed it.
Hey, anytime you guys want to talk again, let me know.
Don't go where anywhere, Tim.
Don't go anywhere. I'm gonna catch you after. I
59.
want to get some info from you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't go anywhere. So
Yeah.
I want to thank everybody for showing up tonight. We had a great show. Tim, thank you for being here. We had a great time, and learned a lot. We did learn a lot from you. And I just want to thank everybody in the audience. My other host here, the ladies of the night. No.
Oh God.
my other, no.
Too funny. Not those kind of ladies.
Yeah, you guys are too classy to be lady tonight.
Aww.
So I want to thank everybody for being here.
Ladies of the day.
The ladies of the day. So, okay, I just want to let everybody know that if you're going to go on investigations, you got to be safe. You want to look for ghosts. You don't want to be a ghost. Forget about it. Ciao, familia. Good night, people.
Night,
Good
everybody.
night, everyone. Good night. See you next week.
Good night.
Hey, how you doing?